Hey guys, welcome back. So glad you're here. Okay, so what we're going to do today is a 30-minute standing shoulders and abs. So everything's in the standing motion. We are going to work for some longer durations, working those shoulders as we crunch those abs. So I have my lighter weights. I just had my 5-pound dumbbells because I know I'm going to burn those shoulders out pretty fast and I need a lighter weight as we use those long lever arms. So kind of grabbing your lighter weights. Don't forget a sweat town and drink and a great attitude. Let's get this thing going. Okay, so hopefully you had a chance to grab your weights and your drinking soda towel. And if so, let's get warmed up. Okay, we're gonna throw our arm across and back. So we're gonna have our thumb up and then we're gonna drive our thumb down. So it's like pushing water. So you're gonna open that chest and then come back down. Really wide and cross. Nice and controlled. Coming across and then back. Each direction, big wide motion. Getting that shoulder, all that mobility there. Last one, and now the other side. Big and across. Coming on across, and then big wide open. Working that chest, opening up that chest, working that shoulder. 2 more. Last one, and then right up here, we're gonna open and close. Wide open and close. And again, we're doing thumbs up and thumbs down, rotating that around. You know, supination and pronation in there. Nice and controlled. 2 more. Last one. And then we're gonna throw those arms right out behind us. So we're gonna get a little bit of that extension in that upper back. We're gonna have to work that trunk and our shoulders, giving all that motion and that mobility that we need. 2 more. And then this time, we're gonna do wide to the laterals. So shoulders and that lateral. Because we are gonna work those obliques a lot with that today and those standing abs. Last one. And then the other side. Coming over across and back down. 2 more. Last one. And now this time what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some punches. So you're gonna drive that hip and you're gonna punch across. Okay, and really give a little bit of an oomph to that. It's not heavy, but what we're doing is we're working that shoulder complex. It makes those scap muscles stabilize and fire and get ready for some of those shoulder lifts today. Drive it, last one. And now we're doing the same thing and we're gonna diagonal it. Okay, so you're getting a little bit of those obliques in there, still working that shoulder complex. Punching it up and across. 2 more. Last one. And now we're gonna do it again with a little more oomph to it. Boom, boom, boom. A lot of our rotator cuff muscles really help in that punching motion. So we're activating them and getting them fired up. And then the diagonal. Nice work. Oh yeah. Last one. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna just hinge that hip and then come back because we gotta get that trunk also moving for our nice good abdominal work. 2 more. Here's the last one. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna rotate those hips up and around. Again, you gotta have that hip and that trunk moving so it can stabilize appropriately. And the other direction, I'll get that word out there. And the other side. And the other direction. Nice work. And then let's roll those wrists. And then roll them the other way. Oh yeah. Okay, so let me show you what we're gonna do first. So we are going to do a lateral lift. So we're gonna lift right to the side and back down, making sure we're not hiking that shoulder up. Okay, and we're gonna keep that shoulder down and a nice lift. The other side is we're going to have our arm up at a 90-degree angle on that shoulder and then a 90-degree with our elbow. And we're gonna crunch that knee right in there. Okay, so we're gonna crunch down and drive that elbow into that knee. And as you crunch that, you're gonna get those obliques nicely activated. So now you can do this isolated. You're gonna lift and crunch, or you can try doing it at the same time. Lift and crunch. So you're lifting and crunching. I know it's a lot to think about. Now we're gonna work for 45 seconds. And we're gonna do 4 rounds. We're gonna do 2 on each side. So that's why we have those lighter weights. So make sure you get yourself all set up for this. You got about 5 seconds to go. And we're gonna try this. You ready? 3, 2, 1. So you're lifting and you're crunching. So really think about not just counterbalancing that lift, but really lifting with that shoulder, and then you're really crunching in that elbow into that knee. And yes, we are working on balance on this, because you know I love to work on balance. Lift and crunch. Come on, drive that up. Lifting, making sure we're not hiking that shoulder. We're lifting, and you may want to isolate it. Lift it and crunch it. Okay, really focusing on that shoulder. Really focusing on driving that elbow into that knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, same thing, but this time we're gonna go to the other side. So we're gonna do a lift and a crunch on the other side. You ready? Roll those shoulders back. 3, 2, 1, lift and crunch. Now you may have to just lift and then crunch for balance wise, or you can lift and crunch. Works that shoulder a little bit more by holding that out there. Like I said, we're gonna burn that shoulder out, burn it out for this. That's why we're only using those 5 pounds or less. Okay, keep that crunch in there. We're also working that shoulder, just keeping that 90 position as we crunch down. 10 more seconds, and then we got 1 more on each side. I know, right? Whew, I'm already feeling the burn. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, shake those shoulders out. We got 1 more on each side. Woo. Okay, here we go. You ready? 3, 2, 1, lift and crunch. Again, lifting through your shoulder, not hiking it. Driving that knee up to that elbow and back down. I may even have to drop down to my 3 pounds. I just may. You're doing awesome. Crunching and lifting. I never said it was easy. No, no, no. 15 more seconds. And then we'll finish on the other side. You're doing great. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Oh, yeah. Okay. You ready? We got this other side to do. I know. 3, 2, 1. Lift and crunch. Drive that in and crunch it. Really think about squeezing those obliques. And you're also thinking about lifting with that shoulder, not hiking it, but lifting it. I know, I told you, we're gonna work our brain today with a lot of coordination. Keep it up, crunch it in, and lift. You're doing great, you're doing awesome. 15 more seconds. Crunching and lifting. Oh yeah. Hang in there. Crunch it in, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, shake those shoulders out. Oh yeah. Okay, so for the next activity, what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift out in front, and we're gonna rotate our hands. We're gonna come out, and we're gonna rotate our hands. We're gonna do a lot of supination and pronation in those long lever arms. They're gonna burn those arms out. In fact, I'm gonna even grab my 3-pound weights, because I'm realizing, that I may need those even as we go on this. So I'm recognizing that I can't do as much as maybe I thought I could. So let's grab those weights, and we're gonna lift to the front, roll those shoulders back. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. So you come up to the middle, we're gonna rotate that around. We're gonna come out to the side, we're gonna rotate that around. Rotate the weights. It's like you're emptying the can. Okay, so focusing a lot. Your rotator cuff muscles have to work a lot in this motion. Okay, and a lot of deltoid. Again, burning that shoulder out. And you don't want that shoulder hiking, you want it down. Again, that means dropping the weight if you need to. And we're using that core to stabilize ourselves in that long lever arm, okay? I'm not hunched down, I'm not arched back. Nice, solid, neutral spine. Activated, my knees are slightly bent. 3, 2, 1, rest. I keep my knees soft so that my stable, nice, good, stable position, and that trunk nice and solid. Okay, this time we're gonna go out to the side, down. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. So lift out to the side with your palms facing down. Drop that. Drop it up. Come to the front. Drop down. Come. Drop down. That rotation, burn in the shoulder. We're not going to rotate the whole time. Whew. Now, see, I got to even shake that up. We're going to switch that up the last 2 rounds. You're probably going, thank goodness, right? 10 more seconds. Whew. Yeah, I'm burning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, so this time what we're doing is we're just going to go out and lift and back down. Yep, just the lateral lifts. No rotations on this one. Roll those shoulders back. 3, 2, 1. No hiking. You're lifting and back down. Now this time while we're doing this, they're a little more tired, they're a little more fatigued, so that long lever arm. Versus if we had just started with this, it'd feel pretty easy. Now that we've burned that shoulder out with all those rotations, this becomes a little harder. Like I said, I just grabbed my 3 pounds because I'm like, you know what? I need that as backup if I need to feel like I need to drop down because I'm compensating. I want to make sure they're there and I can access them. I'll get those words out. 15 more seconds. You never should feel bad. It's just your body saying, man, you worked it to the fatigue level. That's a great thing. That's how we build muscle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, same thing. So this time we're going forward, right up and back down. Your palms are facing your legs. Roll those shoulders back. 3, 2, 1. And again, we're lifting through the shoulders and not hiking. Nice and controlled. Coming up and back down. Nice, good lifts. Okay. The next one we're going to do is we're going to do a shoulder press with a crunch. So last time we drove the knee to the crunch. This time we're going to drive our elbow down to the crunch. We'll be in a little bit of a squat position, and one side will shoulder press up, one side will crunch to the other side. 10 more seconds. Again, we're still working those abs by stabilizing in these positions as we use those long lever arms. Long lever arms. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, so we're going to have a little bit of a squat position. Okay, so we're going to, as we go up and we press on one side, the other side's going to squeeze down. So we're not driving up this time. We're going down and we're squeezing that elbow into that knee. Okay, so that leg's not moving. We're moving that trunk down to it. Okay, and the other side is just going to press up and right back here. Right down and back up. Oh, grab the water. Oh, yeah. Okay. Again, nice, good position. Nice little small squat. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So you're pushing up as you crunch down. So you're crunching that elbow into that side and you're pressing up on the other side. Working the shoulder that way. Working the abs on the other side. And it's going to feel a little bit like you're really extending those other obliques and giving them a good stretch as you press that up there. Oh, yeah. Okay, you're halfway there. Let's go. And then we got to do the other side, right? Crunch and press. Work that, baby. Ooh, yeah. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Now make sure you're nice, good position. Your weights right over those heels as you crunch down. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pressing and crunching the other side. So you're driving that shoulder up as you crunch down the other way. And then drive it back up. So we're working obliques on both sides. The other obliques have to bring you back up. On one side crunches you down. And then we're working that shoulder as we press it up. That first 5 pounds was like, I can do more than that on a shoulder press. But these long durations and you just burning it out that whole time, yeah, they fatigue fast. 10 more seconds. Stay strong, stay focused. And we got 1 more on each side. We're doing great. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Make sure you're not falling forward, but you're going straight to that side. Okay, one more on each side. Are you ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It sounds simple enough. One more on each side. But 45 seconds, pretty long duration. Standing up, pressing and crunching. Oh yeah. Sometimes it's deceiving when we just do light weights. We think, this is going to be pretty easy. We're just going to do light weights today. Probably not. It means we're working smaller muscles and we're burning them out at a different pace. 15 more seconds. You're doing awesome. Standing strong, crunching and pressing. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, we got the other side. Then we'll finish with these. Oh yeah. Here we go. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Press and crunch. Really thinking about crunching in with those obliques as you drive that elbow down. And then you're just pressing up. It's almost like a counterbalance, so it's kind of nice. And then back up. And then really pulling those obliques to drive you back up. Oh, yeah. 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Oh, shake those shoulders out. Okay, we're going to take those weights together. And what we're going to do is we're going to chop it to the one side. So we're going to drive it forward. Okay, so we're using and twisting that trunk. Okay, driving it that way. Then we're going to come right to the middle and lifting that straight. Nice, good forward motion right there. And then we're going to lift and chop to the other side. So we're going to work those obliques in that trunk in those rotation movements, but we're going to work those shoulders because we're going to have those long lever arms with that weight. Woo. You got 10 seconds to shake those shoulders out. Okay, you want a nice, good positioning. Your legs are soft. We're going to drive through those hips. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. So you're driving through your hips into that diagonal. Then you're coming to the middle and you're lifting right to the middle. And then you're driving up. So when you come to the middle, you're just coming to the eye level. But when you're going to the diagonal, you're going all the way up and around. Really getting some great trunk rotation. Very functional patterns when we do diagonals. And you're driving through that hip and that nice good twist. Working the trunk, which means you're working that whole core. And then you're coming to the middle. And again, we're working that shoulder, those long lever arms. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, so we're just going to go to one side and to the middle, and one side and to the middle this whole round. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Come to the middle and come to the side. Come to the middle and then go back to the same side. Drive it across. Again, you're going diagonal right up, right kind of over that left shoulder or that shoulder that you're driving across to. That's the left for me. It may not be for you, depending on which direction you went first. You're driving it that diagonal. And then lifting. And of course, next round, we'll do the other side to even Steven it, right? 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, so we're going to the middle and now to the other direction. Okay, again, that diagonal all the way across to about even with your trunk and back. 3, 2, 1. Roll those shoulders back, coming up to the middle and then coming over and across. And in the last round, we'll do like what we did in the first round, both directions. Okay, now if you're getting back discomfort, it means you're unable to stabilize in that diagonal pattern. Drop the weight, even if you have to just use your arms. It's good practice. Or drop and just use a 1 pounder, like a soup can. That's 1 pounder, a water bottle. Take care of your body and listen to it. 15 more seconds. This takes a lot of control, but it's a very important pattern to learn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. rest. Okay, last one. Diagonal, center, the other diagonal, center. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Diagonal, into the center, diagonal, and back to the center. Oh yeah. Nice work. Only 2 more exercises left after this. A little quickie today, but oh man, burning that, right? Listen. 15 more seconds. Nice and controlled. Come on, you got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, shake those shoulders out. Whew. Okay, so this time what we're going to do is we're going to take both weights in one hand, and we're going to have our elbow at 90 and that shoulder at 90. And what we're going to do is we're going to drive it into that front knee. So we're going to do a crunch, just like if we were on our back, but we're going to stand. I'm going to crunch it in and back. But we're going to work that shoulder by keeping that nice and out there. Drive it in and back up. So we're crunching in as we drive down, but we're keeping that shoulder burn by keeping that weight in there. Whew. So you got about 10 seconds to get into place. And we're going to start with that right side. Okay, so here we go. 3, 2, 1. So you're driving down and coming back up. So you're coming up to that neutral position, that shoulder. Drive it in. And you're really crunching it in. Okay, so you're really feeling like you're like a crunch if we were right in, down on our ground. And then you're driving that elbow and that shoulder back up. So we're burning that shoulder up as we crunch in. And maybe you have to go down to one weight. That's okay. Crunch it up, back down. 15 more seconds. And then we got the other side. So really picture crunching those abs in and then driving that up. 10 more seconds. If you need to, you may have to hold on to the couch or to the wall for balance. 3, 2, 1, rest. I'm gonna have to drop down to one weight for that last one. Okay, other side, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So crunch it in and back up. And like I said, if you need to, hold on to the wall or to the couch to balance. That's okay. Like I said, a lot of single leg activity when we do these standing activities like this. Crunch it in. Really picture those abdominals crunching together and driving it together. Crunching in and back up. Nice work. Come on. You got this. Crunch it in and drive it back up. And then we got one more on each side. Oh, yeah. 10 more seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, I'm going to go down to just one. So I keep with that nice, good form. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Drive it in and back up. I'm doing a crunch. I'm just standing and doing it. And then I'm driving that shoulder back up. Keeping that elbow bent. Oh, yeah. Drive it in and crunch. Let's go. Woo-wee. Nice and controlled. You got this. Come on. Continue up. Crunch it in. 15 more seconds on this side. Keep it up. Crunch and drive. We got one more on each side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Correct that. Only have one more left on the other side. Not one more on each side. Here we go. Last one of these. 3, 2, 1. Crunch it in and back up. Then we only have one more exercise after this. See? We're starting to see that finish line. And you're probably thinking, good, my shoulder is ready to be resting. So we're going to do kind of like we've done before. We're going to do a shoulder press, but this time we're going to crunch to the opposite knee. So it's going to look a little different. Drive it down. So kind of like what we did a couple of exercises ago where we shoulder pressed and we crunched down to the knee. This time we're going to crunch to the opposite knee. Oh yeah. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, so again, we're gonna be in that squat position, okay? We're gonna shoulder press up and we're gonna crunch into that opposite knee, right there, okay? So you can also drive that knee if you want. If you wanna do that way, that's a little easier, or you can come down and rotate to the opposite side as you press up. Right there. Oh yeah. That's not gonna be easy, I know. Like I said, if you want to, you can drive that knee up and crunch that way. We're gonna do kind of one on each of those, but if you need to do both of them that way, that's okay. Okay, so we're gonna start this way. We're gonna press up and crunch that elbow. 3, 2, 1, crunch and lift. So we're pressing up as we lift to the other side. Oh yeah. Crunching down to that opposite knee. Ooh, yeah. Keeping that weight over those heels. Nice, good squat. Like I said, the next round I'm going to do is I'm going to drive that knee up, okay? But if you need to drive that knee up the whole time, that's okay too. 15 more seconds. I know this takes a lot of balance and stability and control. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. My favorite word right now. Okay, we're going to the other side. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, crunch and lift. Come on, crunching down, pressing up. Oh yeah, really working those obliques. Actually, both directions. Come on, you got this. 20 more seconds on this side. And then we're gonna drive the knee up as we press. The opposite knee though. Okay, keep it up, 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, so we're going to press up and drive right here, okay? Drive it to the opposite side as we press up. 3, 2, 1. Drive and crunch. So you're driving that elbow to the opposite side as you press up and drive that elbow in. Nice work. Come on. Twist and drive as you press up on that shoulder. It's a nice way because it's also a counterweight to help with balance as we burn that shoulder out. Come on, drive it and cross it. And I know some of you have to isolate these out to stay with that balance. I know it's a really hard balance, but we're focusing on getting better, right? 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, this is it. Last one, then we get to cool down. Okay, you ready? Roll those shoulders back. 3, 2, 1, crunch and press. You may have to press and then crunch. That's okay. Like I said, we're all in different levels, especially as we really challenge that balance system. Driving that knee into that elbow. Crunch and twist. We're halfway there. I didn't end up needing my 3 pounds, but I had them there for a little bit of a backup and safety. You never know how, you can think like, yeah, I can do that, but then you don't always know how you're going to feel at the end of a workout. You just want to make sure you get those backups. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Shake those arms. Okay, pull that across. Oh yeah, get that nice, good deltoid stretched out. Oh, that feels good after that one. Oh yeah. And then let's go to the other side. Pull that across. Oh yeah. Nice and controlled. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our hands. Now, if you can't grab your hands, you're gonna take the towel and grab both sides. We're gonna lift on up. Open up that chest. Lifting and opening. It's lifting and stretching that shoulder and getting that chest stretched out, which crosses over onto that shoulder. Okay, now we're gonna take those hands. We're gonna lift right on up and we're gonna press on back. And now we're gonna lean to the side and get those laterals stretched out. Oh yeah, press the side. Oh, and really push that side out. Come to the middle, press back, and then go to the other side. Oh, that feels so good. I love stretching. It's my favorite part of the workout. I know I've accomplished a lot. I know this is going to help me in my recovery. That always feels so good. And then you're going to come down and you're going to press those shoulder blades right on out. They worked hard when they're stabilizing their shoulders. Press them out. And then come down. And one more time, you're going to press those shoulder blades out. Really push them out. Stretch that out. And then bring those arms down, and then bring them on up, all the way up, and then give yourself a high five for burning through that. I'm so glad you did that. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up that you rocked it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel below, and have a great day.